Good morning. It's Thursday morning, and as you can see behind me, the garden is still not planted. We've got a nor'easter, and it is raining and windy, and it's just been an awful week this week. So we've decided to wait to this Saturday, and maybe the garden will be in a better, the weather will be better. As I say that, it's pouring down, it's raining now. I don't know where you can see it or not, but I'm getting wet. I'm gonna have to get out or get under some cover here in a minute. But just wanted to show you the garden. It still looks just like it did last Saturday. Sorry about that, but I'll bring it to you when we can, when we do it. I was gonna work on it every day, but the weather just will not cooperate. I was gonna water the flowers a little bit this morning, but thank you, good Lord. You watered them for me, but I still have to water these. Keep trying to keep them out of the wind. We did go buy the plants last Saturday, and we got those ready. And of course, my wife can't go plant shopping without getting something for the garden. So she's got a pretty plant there. And there's our tomatoes and peppers and onions. Got to turn the water on. No watering without turning the water on. I thought I'd water these this morning because they're not, can rain all it wants, but these are not going to get any water. So thought we would come out and water them this morning. Let me get out of the rain. I am getting soaked. I might cut a lot of this out, but if I don't know where you can see the rain on the camera. It looks like the sun's shining, but I promise you it's not. It's coming down pretty good. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hello everyone, it's Friday. A little after lunch. I don't know where you can see or not, but the weather is finally cooperating. The sun has come out. The wind is still blowing pretty good, and we had some terrible thunderstorms last night all night long. So it rained. There's no telling how much rain we got last night. But it's really been a bad week. Rain almost every day, and overcast, and the wind has really been blowing hard. We've got a nor'easter here on the coast, and actually on the Outer Banks there were some houses that washed into the ocean. So our prayers go out to those families that lost their homes, and we feel for them. But we're back in the garden today, trying to see if we can get the landscape fabric down. I don't know how y'all do, but my wife, my granny, planted by the almanac, and she went by the signs of the almanac. When the almanac said plant, you plant. And I told her, I said, Granny, the big farmers in the Midwest, they plant every day, 7 days a week, and it doesn't make any difference. And she said, well, I'm not in the Midwest, and I'm planting by the almanac. And she always did, and she had a beautiful garden every year. She worked in it every day. She'd get up early in the mornings and work in the garden, and do her hoeing and chopping and get her stuff in, and then she'd sit in the afternoons and evenings and either shell or can whatever that she had done, her bounty for the day, so to speak. So we're not going to have a big garden down here. We're just having something so we can get some tomatoes and bell peppers and okra. I don't know where other folks like okra or not, but we love it. We love it any way you can fix it, boiled, slimy, and we really love it fried. So we're just going to have a few things. But the dirt that is in this garden, I took my dump truck and brought it to the beach from where my home farm is, because it grows some of the best tomatoes that I have ever eaten. And we've given a bunch away, and everybody that eats them says, man, that's the best tomato I've ever had. So I wanted it to be tasted just like it was when I was home. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sentimental, but we wanted it to taste like that, so I brought my dirt down here, and that's what's in my garden. But we're going to get ready, and I'm going to show you. We're going to do a time lapse again on it, because it'll take me a little while to do this, and I know you don't want to watch a tired old man for an hour and a half getting this stuff ready. But I want to ask you another thing. My wife has got worm castings. I don't know where anybody else has ever done the worm castings in our garden. My wife is telling me that she's watched a video on it or read about it or whatever. So we're going to try that this year in the garden. Don't know how it'll work, but we're going to try it. And it can't help. I think it's mostly just a little bit of organic fertilizer. But we're going to put it in the garden and we're going to see how it works. So that's enough of me rambling on. I'm going to put you on time lapse and watch me put down the fabric. And tomorrow, we're actually getting ready today, but tomorrow is planting day. First time doing this, so I don't really know how this is going to work out. I'm hoping that it works out great, but until you do something, you really don't know how it's going to work out. And the reason that I'm covering the ends of this is, if you remember in the other video, it was I was having trouble with the grass growing up on the ends of the beds. So if I do it like this, everything is covered. The only thing that will be exposed will be the plants that we plant. So I'm hoping that this will stop the grass. I know it's going to try to come up around my plants, but I can work with that, hopefully, and keep that down. But it coming up through the whole garden is just really, really time consuming and hard to work with. So far, it's not really that hard to put down, so this is the first one, and it's going to be the hardest. You see this right here? I hope you can see that on film. But every one of these places right here, there are joints in this grass, and that's why they call it joint grass. Whereas you can see, growing from every one of those is roots. And so every time this thing grows out, what, 1.5 inches, it grows a new joint and grows more roots. And the further back it gets, the deeper the roots get. And so you can pull it all up, but if you leave one of these roots in the ground, it sprouts a new plant and this grows up. But if we all know that's doing gardens, plants have got to have sunlight. So that's why I'm hoping with this right here, it will do away with the sunlight. And so the only place that it can get sunlight is where I got the plants planted. So let's hope that it works. First piece down. I think I got 7 for each bed, so 13 to go. And it's Friday the 13th. As my granddaddy said, I'm in the short rows now on this one. If this works, it will be so much better to do this in the spring of the year when it's not 100 degrees than having to be out here pulling weeds when it is 100 degrees. It'll just be so much better and easier on this tired old man. Good morning, everyone. Saturday morning, and we had to stop yesterday. It started raining again. Like I said, it's been rainy and windy all week here. But today is planting day, so rain or shine, we got to get the garden planted. We got one bed finished yesterday and got all the landscape fabric installed on it, and it got it ready to plant. But I don't know where you can see how wet that is or not, but it rained all night. I mean, rained hard. But we're gonna try to get this bed covered with landscape fabric and get some plants in the ground today. So same thing, I know you don't want to watch a tired old man the whole time, so I'm gonna put you on a time lapse, and I'm gonna put my cap on too. I might put a few little clips in there where it's actually not time lapse. But hope you enjoy Tired Old Man Planting a Garden. All right, last one. I wish I could nail them down as fast as I could cut them, but I can't, so. We got the second bed, got the landscape fabric put down, went in and had a little lunch. Now we're going to get ready and start planting my plants and see if we can get those planted this afternoon. Wish us luck, and we're going to get started. I'm going to put you, I got you on a time lapse on my phone, and you're going to be watching what I'm doing. I'm wearing my GoPro on my hat, so you get to ride right along with us. So hope you enjoy. See those roots right there? Every joint has roots on it, and it's just hard to get rid of. I have a feeling this is going to make it better, but I have a feeling it's going to come up pretty bad right where the plants are, because that's where the sunlight's going to be. But maybe it'll help. I don't think this plastic, well, not plastic, but landscape fabric can hurt. Not quite as root bound. Still gonna break it up a little bit. I got the tomatoes planted. Got 12 tomatoes planted, and we got one left over we're gonna put on our porch, and my wife's she's gonna nurture that one. So we planted 12 plants. Haven't got the cages up yet. And we're trying to decide what we're gonna plant on this end of the bed. This is usually where we have the tomatoes at, and we usually have the okra on this end. But we're gonna switch it up this year And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try cucumbers on this end, because peppers do not go well with tomatoes. So we're going to try cucumbers on this end of this bed. And so this bed I have tomatoes and cucumbers. We're going to have one row of slicing and one row of pickling. And then over here we're going to plant several rows of okra, and then we're going to have some peppers and then squash over in this bed. But anyways, I still got you on a time lapse. Check back in a few minutes. Oh, I'm back again. This old tired old man is getting a little on the tired side. I think it's about 4:30 and I've been going since this morning. But we got this row right here is slicing cucumbers. And then this first row is pickling cucumbers. And then, like I said, this is the tomatoes over here. We got our couple of plants of red bell peppers, and then 4 green bell pepper plants. And then we have 4 red hot peppers. Yes, we like hot peppers. But we got that planted. I'm gonna got 4 hills of squash. Nobody in the family really likes them but my wife, but she gets 1/4 of the whole garden for her squash. So she must be special. Well, we got her planted. Been working on it all day. Worked on it yesterday. Worked on it last Saturday, and we had to wait that week because of the nor'easter that come in and it raining so bad. But we got the garden in. We got it in when my wife said put it in on the almanac. Show you what we got. We've cleaned up, and I've watered them. There's the first row, like I said, is pickling cucumbers, slicing cucumbers, 12 tomato plants. We got Better Boys, German Johnson, and what is the other one? Cherokee something. That my wife wanted. So we got 3 rows of those, 12 plants in all. We got 3 rows of okra seeds in the ground, row of bell peppers and red peppers, row of hot peppers, and a row of my wife's favorite, but I don't like, but it's her favorite, squash. So the garden is in. We'll see how it turns out with the landscape fabric this year. First time using that. First time using the worm casings, and hope it works good. Like I said, I got that whole bed covered up, the landscape timbers and everything. So maybe that'll keep the grass out. I know I'm gonna have to fight with it where each one of the plants are planted, but maybe I can handle that and keep it down. After the plants die, I'm gonna probably go back and cover those holes up. So if there is any grass, maybe it'll kill it over the winter time, and I'm gonna leave the landscape fabric down for this winter. Now next winter we'll see how the landscape fabric holds up. But just wanted to show you a final video of the garden finally planted. I know it's in May, it's late, but it's been a really tough spring for me. I've got so much going on with doing the homestead house and trying to get it ready. Anyways, just got a lot going on for this tired old man, and so we got a little bit behind with the garden, with the weather, and it's been so dry down here. I mean, if you go 20 or 30 miles inland, it's not so bad, but here on the coast it's been extremely dry up until this week, and now that's all it's done this week is rain. Wish us luck on our garden. I know all you gardeners with your half-acre or acre gardens are saying, what in the world is he going to get out of that little bitty garden? Well, let me tell you, if I don't get nothing but a few tomato sandwiches out of it and some bell peppers for my salad and for some stuff my wife cooks with bell pepper, I'll be a tickled man. So, well, I know we're not going to get a lot. We're not going to do any canning or anything like that. This is mostly for us to eat throughout the summer. But I do love my tomatoes and bell peppers and cucumbers. We have those every day during the summer. So anyways, God bless. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Please like and share, and tell your friends about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching.